Hello again, everyone. Edwin Leonard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about Chiron in major adverse aspect to Venus in a natal chart. As most of you know, Chiron is associated with that wounded healer. It represents a point in our chart where we often can accentuate and emphasize strongly with others, but we may neglect ourselves in this particular sector or realm. And I believe a lot of this is attributed to overcompensation due to the fact that we may expend all this energy helping others in this particular area that we often may neglect ourselves strongly in this area. Now, I see Chiron as far as its influence on a natal chart similar to a generational planet due to the fact that I see it as having a lot more significance as far as the house it resides in as opposed to the planet. Chiron traverses a sign on average for about 4 to 5 years, so its influence I don't believe is as strong by sign. However, the sign can flavor as far as the house placement goes. Now, the first thing I look at when I see these aspects is that with Chiron in major adverse aspect to Venus, it could indicate there might be some sorrow, despondency, wounds associated with romantic relationships, love, things that are I could even look at this as a partner, or we should say it as partnerships as well. It's not limited to love relationships. This could be platonic relationships, business partnerships, things that are connected with things with value, monetary nature. And look at this, and this could be somebody that experiences some kind of pain in this area, in these areas, or at least one, if not more, and may often look to a partner to find some kind of, I guess we could say, some solace in this, or be able to lean on that particular romantic partner, perhaps, or significant other, to help alleviate these wounds. Now, this person might be somebody that might be willing to give in a lot of relationships, or perhaps not get, or the antithesis may be true. Maybe this person is receiving a lot of compassion and sympathy from a significant other or a romantic partner or what have you, and maybe he or she is not able to give back at that same level. There may be a conflict in connection between perhaps the things that they love and perhaps the ways they want to, as far as helping others out in terms of helping others heal their wounds, and so to speak, figuratively speaking, and giving them some kind of assistance to others. The thing is, this could be somebody, for example, let's take somebody that has Chiron in the 8th house, and let's say it squares Venus in the 5th. Well, the person may become so immersed or engrossed in their, as far as just their love in general, their love with things of enjoyment, which would be indicated by Venus in the 5th, that maybe they desire to maybe help others as far as wounds in connection with 8th house matters, such as maybe others' resources, things connected with taxes, with death, but they can't, but they're having difficulty doing so due to the fact that maybe they're strongly involved with the love interest, or the love interest might even be diversionary or a strong distraction to him or her. Now, to take another example, let's say somebody has, let's say they have Chiron in the 9th house, and they have Venus in the 12th, and it makes a square aspect. Now, with Chiron in the 9th, this could be somebody that might have a strong desire to heal others' wounds in connection with maybe making bad as far as higher education choices, maybe problems with in-laws, things with publishing, things that are were connected with maybe traveling, for example, somehow, some way. And the person with Venus in the 12th might have be enamored with their privacy, their seclusion, concentrating on maybe some difficulties he or she may have in connection with a love relationship, romance in general, and they're just this might be a conflict between the two, and one may interfere with the other. So that's basically as far as this I guess we could say my dissertation goes on Chiron and major adverse aspect to Venus in a natal chart. Well, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for what I just said, Chiron and major adverse aspect to Venus in a natal chart. And stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about Chiron conjunct Mars in a natal horoscope. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone. Because a person astrologically is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.